Shall we turn around for the camera? Of course.
When are you going to open?
She was here at the very beginning?
I went along to my 20th year and I have a lot more fun.
I just go.
We were married. I'm sorry. Here no more.
Hello, Doug.
Well, sort of. I was giving a speech and she was in the audience. And it was,
I love it first sight. Everybody's talking Janet Norton. I know, it's weird.
excuse me. Hi, Susie. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
My wife, Adrian.
Hi.
The thing I dislike the most are little girls. Hardly be nice all year.
The boys.
We're on television.
Where are you? Are you?
I believe that
Oh my gosh. Turn around. What's the score? What is the movie score?
you guys.
For us? Oh, really? No. Smile. Oh, here, you come on over here.
You want to watch?
He's right behind you.
Get the back.
Coming around faster than that. She's the best looking single gal here.
Cut. Cut. We're going to do that as a C today, and I got there late. Hey, listen, my mom is brownie. Oh, hello, camera. Is he filming?
I think so. The light isn't on, though. Maybe he
No,
thinks
your light isn't on.
That doesn't mean anything. Okay.
It's checking.
How's
You
that?
made him
Yes.
check. Now
Okay.
it's on. You've been filming without.
No. It's just the light. We've been on.
He's just getting paid to look up there. It's nice to see you. Really is. All right, now where's my microphone? We're going to be in the news.
Ain't no picture. Find the shit.
Your kids were, you have 3, right? And yours are kind of the same age, 5? Yeah, 11, 9, and 5. And then the 3
I ran into him in New York one time.
That's right.
I was waiting for you to come out.
Someone have a scarf?
Where are you going?
Hey, Jim. How you doing?
No smoking section.
Yeah, you're on TV.
Should I smile?
I'm not even part of that. No. It's just, we got this, we got something tomorrow, and I got to go fishing Monday. So sometime Monday night.
Are you?
Take big pictures.
We don't have enough money in here.
Now, how was
What makes you think I didn't copy it all now? I said, what nitwit left her? Good to see you all. Good to see you. Good for you guys. This is the record. Time.
Where you care. The bar will be open during dinner and after. There is no wine at dinner. You can get wine at the bar. They're ready to serve something.
it's a big one.
The class.
No, that's yeah. Oh, okay. That's where we bought.
Right, Judy.
Any kids?
I have two. He has two.
These are from
You are I have mine.
This sounds like a lively table.
This is the hottest table. Right here. This is where the... That's the Henry Talk lady. Okay. Well, at the 10th, she was under the table. So you or Nancy? No, she was. She took right there. There's no men here, so she won't be on the table. No. Oh, Nancy, lighten up. It was a joke. But I didn't wear underwear. That is now on... Is that on posterity?
There's a microphone right here.
Would you like video? Taking over the phone. Okay, fine.
I'll come back to this table.
Yeah, we'll be right here. He was dancing on the table later. I had to change planes in Denver. You can't get to Omaha. The rest of I know. So you always get off at like
We came close.
real close.
I was up. I'm the kind of
like running for president. We came in.
yeah. Yes, if I get ahead, I go after them. And that's just all there is to it.
Jeff goes, ask me. No problem, I'm going to give them now. It's their money. This is what it's
I mean, I'm
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
That a thing.
They're at the front desk when you first came in. Oh, the bios are hysterical.
Hey, Mary Laura. Who were you picking up? I was going to tell my aunt. Who were you picking up?
President's Day with us.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that picture. So cute. It just disgusts me. You go down the line.
Are we all going to get copies of this at least?
Smile, Lure.
Oh. Do I look good? Wait a minute. Don't be eating it goes around.
Yeah, Terry, my cousin took me out to a restaurant over here, Casper. Am I supposed to swallow? Okay, I swallow.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Now look at it.
It's a little different.
Is he focusing? You can't take much.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Are we talking on the camera? Hi, how do you do? Show your best nostril. Good job. Good job. Whatever that is. He's real fun.
Got to figure out that they were. I knew there was a reason I shouldn't have called this person.
What are you doing tonight about midnight?
Sleepy.
Everybody it has sound, you know.
Oh. Doesn't a red light come on or something, Jim?
Okay.
You son of a... Linda.
Is this bother you, Woody?
I want to see this edited before I turn it over to the committee, Jim.
Hey, I have a good idea for an ending, Jim, for this whole thing.
Don't you dare.
Remember the softball? Thing ended? Bending over?
She taught there and was a principal there as well years ago, and it's our pleasure to have her tonight, and when she comes back in, we'll have to acknowledge her. This is Ruth Barrett, who I can see. I know she is here. She'll stand. She's a senior counselor, and as a number of us, she was also a biology teacher. Dr. Muller, do you want to stand just so we can acknowledge that you're here? Mrs. Julia Burrish and her husband are also here tonight. Mrs. Burrish taught, again, a number of us chemistry. They split their time now between Nebraska and Arizona. We're glad that they could be with us. Mrs. Beverly Feldman is here as well. She taught French at Central, and she's now teaching at Beveridge Junior High School, reviving their French program. Carolyn Orr and her escort are also with us. She taught, of course, bookkeeping and typing, and has brought Central into the computer age. We'd like to thank all of them for joining us tonight. They're obviously a very special part of the memories of Central. Cindy Hatzel is going to introduce the reunion committee, and I will for a moment turn this over to her. Cindy's here.
Welcome to the last event. I want to introduce the committee that worked so hard on this, because we had a great time, and this is the fruition of a lot of work. So let me tell you that we had a variety of people who fulfilled a lot of responsibilities. I would like them to each stand, and then if you would give them your recognition. Judy Ratner, Brookstein. Judy helped a lot of the Judy helped a lot with the Friday night social, and I know you'll agree was wonderful. Also helping her with that was Peggy Hayek Carroll. We have a wonderful surprise for each of you. We have a lovely rose, so if you would come up front and receive your rose from Bill and Earl. Peggy and Judy, we'll start that. Peggy helped in so many ways with the Friday night social, and she was also co-treasurer. The other person who was co-treasurer who could not be with us tonight was Doug Perry. Doug sends his greetings to all of you, and that's one of the reasons we're doing the videotape, because we felt so badly for Doug and a number of people who could not be here, so we wanted to make the videotape for folks that had conflicts and couldn't come. And also, we haven't really planned this very well, but we will have the ability to make copies of the videotape. And if you want to stop at the registration table sometime later this evening, we can give you more information about that. Doug Perry is with his business in Colorado at a conference. Rusty Crossman, of course, was an active member and coordinated the census work. The other person is Linda Peterson-Dillman. Linda was the t-shirt person. So all of you that got one of the now plastic t-shirts have Linda to thank. We are going to be making another order of the t-shirts, so you can sign up for that at the registration table also. We sold out all of the t-shirts. The next person is Irene Mayberry Bixby. Irene worked on the banquet for this evening and also helped. People in what we call the search committee and just helped out in any way they could and were fabulous. That was Marilee Mosher Miller. And Mary Laura Young Farnham. Now, if I have a minute, what do I do? A minute over, that's right. Okay. All right. Now, I want to ask the men to stand up because they don't get flowers, so they don't have to come up. Jim Wigton helped out, had some meetings with his house. And Earl Taylor over here. And Michael Dunn. And then I will read some other names, and you can hold your applause until I read all of these, but these people helped in different ways during the time. Gay Rynerson James, who could not be here with us tonight, Gay is expecting, and she's going through a rough time at the beginning. Jackie Everson, Linda Jacobs Fredrickson, Donna Michael Stevens, Carlotta Tremble Paul, Bill Bixby, Jeff Farnham, Harold Bossy, Jeff Bang, Karen Henderson Anderson, Jane Mulberg McGowan, and Bobby Allen Pullen. So please show your thanks to them. Now, I have saved the last for the final finale here. I would appreciate a standing ovation for Miss Janie Drew Dunn. We have a little recognition of her. Janie put more hours in on trying to get this organized in the computer than I put in studying during the entire 4 years in Central High. So we have a rose. We also have a picture of an eagle for Janie as a in the rec room. And again, Janie, thank you from all of us for your help. Thank all of you for coming because you've made this the wonderful event that it is. Thank you.
I want to add that Cindy Hetzel did equally a tremendous amount of work, and she coordinated the entire thing, and she really deserves a great honor.
On behalf of all of you in the committee, I'm going to present both Cindy and Janie something to put their pictures, which we'll get tonight later. We'll talk about that. Now, if Dr. Moeller could join me up here for just a moment. He Hughes kindly consented to speak for a few moments, and I must confess that I somehow forgot to ask him to do this prior to a few minutes ago. So he really is talking off the cuff, and I must apologize. Before Dr. Moeller, though, says anything, I would like to present him with a gift from the class of 1966, and this is a $500 check to go to the Central Scholarship Fund.
Wow.
Guys, I think I can find something to say off the cuff for $500. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're all so sedate and dignified tonight. I bet you weren't this way last night when you gathered. It's great to see all of you. Just super. I cannot believe that 20 years have passed. It just is absolutely impossible. It went in the blink of an eye, it seems. I do not say this to all classes, believe me, but this was really a memorable class, one of our most memorable. I mean that. There were some great people, great young people in this class, and you still are. I might add that when you can be as dignified as you are tonight, you have changed. And I see Fred Klein sitting out there, and none of things have changed. Thank you. By the way, where is Harold Fayrow? I just want to be sure. I want to be sure he's here because he owes me $50. So, I haven't forgotten. He made a couple of purchases this morning.
But I didn't know if I should make it out to you or to Central High.
Central High School. Thank you. Harold visited the school this morning, as many of you did, and he made a couple of purchases, and all of this goes to our Central High School Endowment Fund, and we're very pleased that you're willing to contribute to it. I don't want to bore you with things that you learned this morning, for those of you who were there, but we did start about 5 years ago a Central High School Scholarship Endowment Fund. We have a goal of $100,000, and we are at about $43,000 right now. We think we're doing pretty well for a public high school. Private high schools have a little easier time making collections like this. It's a little tougher for a public high school, but we feel we're doing very, very well. And last year we were able to offer or to give 16 $500 scholarships. The year before 19, so we're doing well. We're recognizing some people who deserve to be recognized. I'm not going to bore you with a whole lot of things here, but I hope maybe I can tell you 2 or 3 things that might be of some interest. Someone asked about Dr. Pat Salerno this morning, and it is Dr. Pat Salerno, by the way. You're a football coach at the time, I think, when you were there. He has become English supervisor for the entire district, and the reason I bring him up, I want to say, again, to show you how time passes, he had a son graduate from Central High School 2 years ago, who will be a junior at Wayne State College this year, and he had a son who graduated this year who got a scholarship to Princeton University, so he's following in father's footsteps. Again, for those of you who were not there this morning, we just 2 years ago completed a $10 million renovation program of the building. It's in marvelous shape overall. We have, I believe, as far as I know, the only athletic field, or activities field we call it, that has artificial turf on it. I think we have the only one in the state still at this time. It's a magnificent addition, and I can't imagine that you haven't been by it yet as a part of these activities, but if you haven't, I hope that you do get by and take a look, because it really is a marvelous thing for us to have. We still have our AP classes. They're going strongly. We offer more AP classes than any other school in the state, as far as we know, and scholarship is still strong. We're an open school. That is, we are able to take students from all over the city, with the exception of North High attendance area. Our enrollment is holding very well. We will have about 1,850 students this fall, same as last year, and that compares to under 1,000 with 2 or 3 of our sister OPS schools. So we're really hanging in there well. We still send approximately 65 to 70% of our youngsters on to some kind of post-high school education. Glad to be able to report that. I might also say for Doug Perry, who isn't here, that Doug comes back to our honors program every spring and makes the Dwayne Perry Math Scholarship Award. He and his family donated money for a scholarship in memory of his father, Dwayne Perry, who taught there for so many years, so we do see Doug every year. I might end up with one story that I think you would enjoy. I believe James Drigsby was in this class, wasn't he? Seems to me, wasn't he? Huh? Was he older? No, I think he was in this class. I believe he was in class of 66. I think he's listed in the old book as being not pictured. Which doesn't surprise me a whole lot about Jim, and I love Jim, believe me. But I think he was in this class, and I'd like to tell you one of my favorite stories that I tell about experiences at Central High School, and Lord knows I've had quite a few of them over a 20-some year period. Jim was a fine basketball player, a tall young man, and very winsome. He had a great smile, he had a great personality, and just a super young man. But he didn't like to come to school too well. But we wanted to try to keep him eligible to play basketball because he could contribute there. And I took it upon myself as assistant principal at the time to try to keep him in school. And I spent lots and lots of time with him, and many, many hours, in fact, but he still insisted upon either skipping school or coming in about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I would have to punish him in some way. And there came a time, finally, when I had him in my office. It was about his 8th or 10th truancy, I think, and I had him sitting in the desk in my old office, or had him sitting in front of the desk, and I just about reached my wit's end, and I hit the desk hard with a fist, and I said, "Dang it, Jim, I don't know why I don't just tell you to get out of here, get out of this building, and don't come back. I don't want to ever see you again. I don't know why I don't do that." He was sitting in front of me, and he smiled. Great big smile, I'll never forget it in my life. And he said, "Well, Doc Smoller, it's because you think maybe I can save this boy." It has been so rewarding, so great, and such a privilege being associated with Central High School. It just was a fortunate happenstance in my life, and I'm so privileged to have been there a good many years. And it's still a great institution, and we have great teachers there still who are working hard to keep it great, and I think they're doing a remarkable job, and they're the ones who do it. And we're going to go on for many, many years. Thank you for your contribution, and it's just great to see all of you.
Irene Eden is back, and I would like for us to acknowledge that she's here tonight, because it really is our pleasure. Arnie is going to tell us about our officers, class officers, and what they're doing, and then we'll add some other things.
Well, first of all, I just want to say it's really a pleasure to see all of you folks. A lot of you I haven't seen literally since graduation, and it's a real treat. And I just think that my wife is a little bit more together than I am in terms of pushing me to come here. I'm working in Boston as a senior financial consultant with Merrill Lynch. Mike Silver, your vice president, couldn't be here because he's just starting a new job as superintendent of schools in the Seattle area. I'm happy to hear that. I didn't know what happened to Mike a few years after graduation. Kathy Downs, secretary of the class, lives in Oregon, Wisconsin, and works as a citizens advocacy coordinator. Chuck Alston was treasurer, and he's living in the San Francisco area where he is practicing acupuncture and various aspects of Oriental medicine. And I also understand he's in a very polished, very professional choral group in the area, which I'm glad to hear, and I'm glad to hear somebody's making use of their voice. Dee Dee Crothers, houseman, Girls Sergeant at Arms, married John from our class and has an active life with her family in Overland Park, Kansas. Tom Bain, Boys Sergeant at Arms, is a lawyer and lives with his family in Fresno, California. And I have really no answer why none of the officers live in Omaha, except maybe none of us wanted to organize this reunion. Maybe that's the reason. But in any case, what is a reunion except a chance to reminisce about our version of the good old days? We'll try to take you on a whirlwind tour of some events that shaped our lives during our senior year.
Indira Gandhi was elected Prime Minister of India. Albert Schweitzer died.
Queen honored the Beatles. Later, John Lennon proclaimed, "We are more popular than Jesus." Vietnam was in the news every night, and there were 165,000 servicemen there.
South African officials spoke in Omaha and said, if their rules seem harsh, it's because white South Africans are attempting to maintain peace and order. The Soviets landed a satellite on Venus.
What dominated the United States in 1966? The best film was The Sound of Music.